Have you ever found yourself stuck in a relationship that drains your energy, chips away at your confidence, and makes you question your own worth? If you're nodding along, you're not alone. I'm Inaya, and today on Circle of Life, we're diving deep into a powerful method to break free from toxic relationships so you can reclaim your peace, your self-respect, and your happiness. Toxic relationships aren't always obvious at first. Sometimes they start with small put-downs, subtle manipulation, or a feeling that you're always walking on eggshells. Over time, these patterns can take a real toll on your mental and emotional well-being. You might start doubting your instincts, isolating yourself from friends, or even blaming yourself for things that aren't your fault. That's why it's so important to recognize the signs and take action, because you deserve better. Let's talk about a method that has helped so many people break free: the Acknowledge, Empower, and Rebuild approach. It's not just about leaving, it's about healing and growing stronger in the process. The first step is acknowledgement. This means being brutally honest with yourself about the reality of the relationship. It's easy to focus on the good moments or make excuses for the other person's behavior, but deep down, you probably already know when something isn't right. Take a moment to reflect. Do you feel anxious or drained after spending time with this person? Are your needs and feelings constantly dismissed? If so, it's time to acknowledge that the relationship is toxic. This step can be tough. Sometimes we don't want to admit it because we care about the person or fear being alone. But acknowledgement is the foundation for real change. Once you've acknowledged the truth, it's time to empower yourself. This is where you shift from feeling like a victim to taking back your power. Start by setting clear boundaries. Decide what behaviors you will no longer accept and communicate these boundaries firmly. For example, you might say, "I need you to speak to me respectfully, or I will end the conversation." Remember, boundaries aren't about changing the other person. They're about protecting your own well-being. If the person ignores your boundaries or tries to guilt-trip you, that's a red flag, not a reason to back down. Empowerment also means reaching out for support. You don't have to do this alone. Talk to trusted friends, family, or even a therapist. Sharing your experience can help you see things more clearly and remind you that your feelings are valid. Support groups online or in person can also connect you with people who truly understand what you're going through. It's amazing how much lighter things can feel when you realize you're not the only one facing this. Now let's talk about rebuilding. Breaking free from a toxic relationship isn't just about walking away. It's about rediscovering who you are outside of that dynamic. This is your time to focus on self-care and healing. Try activities that make you feel good, whether it's going for a walk, journaling, picking up an old hobby, or simply spending time with people who lift you up. If your self-esteem has taken a hit, remind yourself of your strengths and achievements, no matter how small they seem. Let me share a quick story. A friend of mine, let's call her Priya, was in a relationship where she constantly felt criticized and unappreciated. She kept hoping things would improve, but the negativity only grew. When she finally acknowledged the truth, she reached out to her sister and a counselor for support. Setting boundaries was scary at first, but she slowly started saying no to disrespectful behavior. After leaving the relationship, Priya focused on rebuilding her confidence. She took up painting again, reconnected with old friends, and even started volunteering. Today, she says she feels lighter, happier, and more herself than she has in years. Of course, breaking free isn't always easy. You might worry about being alone, facing judgment, or dealing with guilt. These feelings are normal, but remember, staying in a toxic relationship only prolongs your pain. If you're struggling, remind yourself that you're making this choice for your own well-being. Healing takes time, so be patient with yourself. And if you slip up, maybe you respond to a message or second-guess your decision, that's okay. Just gently bring your focus back to your own growth and healing. You're not just leaving something behind, you're moving toward a life where you are respected, valued, and free to be yourself. You deserve relationships that lift you up, not ones that hold you back. So, here's my challenge for you. If you recognize any toxic patterns in your relationships, take one small step today. Maybe it's journaling your feelings, reaching out to a friend, or setting a simple boundary. Every step counts, and you're stronger than you think. If this episode resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Have you ever had to break free from a toxic relationship? What helped you the most? Your story might inspire someone else who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to Circle of Life with Inaya for more real talk and practical tools to help you build the life you deserve. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. Never settle for less.